All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here on the Harmless Dave channel, talking about real music stuff and doing it in real time for a few real people out here, just like you and just like me. So, Michael Anthony's roadie of 43 years wants to retire. Michael Anthony doesn't want him to retire. The guy's name is Kevin Dugan, and he's been around for a very long time, 43 years. He's now 70 years old, and he's considering the end of his career. But when he first told Michael Anthony, Dugan had to explain the thinking behind the potential move since Michael himself hadn't thought of it. When I first told Michael I wanted to get off the road, he said, I'm not going to do that, so why should you? I'm still going to be out there. Now, it kind of sounds like Michael Anthony doesn't want to lose this guy, which I think is kind of cool. But Dugan told the New York Times, my working day is often 14 hours long. And apparently he told Michael Anthony, are you trying to compare your day to my day? You come out and do the show. You leave in a limo, you go back to the five-star hotel or go back to the private jet, and then you fly home. Your day and my day are worlds apart. Now, Dugan went on to say that the long hours had enforced, that's kind of a weird word, lifestyle changes on him. I've pulled way back on drinking on the road, he said. Oh, man. I cannot fathom working with a hangover. Now, I often talk about the rock and roll lifestyle and culture. I think these people think because they're involved with rock music that they have to drink. Like that's just a rite of passage. You have to drink it up. People who go to these shows, they buy the $14 beer, which I think went up to like $16, but I just say $14. Dave, I went to a show and they only charged 8. Ooh, good for you. How many did you have? Um, People do that because the show doesn't sound very good, and by the time they've had 2 or 3 of those $14 beers, all of a sudden they love the concert. Anyway, sorry to go down that rabbit trail. Uh, Dugan says, I cannot fathom working with a hangover. I did that for a lot of years. And when you're middle aged, you can bounce back from a hangover. Dang it, he's saying that 70 isn't middle aged anymore. He says it takes too long now. So he can't drink now like he used to. So that's kind of a bummer. This is a weird article. Anthony accepted that he had an advantage from having this long term relationship with Dugan. With that kind of experience, I can go up on stage every night and feel totally relaxed and confident that he has everything handled, he said. Now, a roadie for the band U2, Dallas Shue, that's his name, Schoo, almost like school without the L. Maybe it's Skoo. Could be Skoo. I like Skoo better. Dallas Skoo said he was beginning to feel the strain of having worked with U2 guitarist The Edge for 4 decades. These people are totally unheralded what they have to do. And he was doing the Vegas residency at the Sphere. He says there are 17 steps from the floor up to that stage. He's 71 years old. He says, I was 70 at the time, and I'm running up and down those steps with an 8-pound guitar for 40 shows. He says, I get paid well, but I'm always thinking, when will I trip? Is tonight the night I fall down those stairs? He says, I say a prayer every night. I really do. I ask, please help all these machines. Please let my command of them work, not for me and not even for the Edge, but for these 30,000 fans. Well, don't worry. The 30,000 fans have had multiple $14 beers at that point. I'm just kidding. Well, no, I'm not. He says, let it work for them. They deserve that. Well, they did pay a lot of money for the tickets. They want to hear this great band and these amazing songs. So between the U2 roadie and the Michael Anthony roadie, maybe 70 is a cutoff point for roadies. It's a pretty physical job. And the guy does make a point to Anthony, hey, my day and your day, they're not the same, buddy. They're not the same. Nothing against Michael Anthony. I stepped on his leg at a chicken foot show where I did the whole meet and greet thing, had pictures done. And there are pictures of me somewhere. I need to find them so I can show people. Maybe over on Patreon. I don't know. I may have already shared on Patreon the picture. Maybe I'll do that today. So if you're a patron, that is if I could find the picture, you want to see me stepping on Michael Anthony's leg. No, this is after I did that. Nobody got a picture of me actually doing that, but I did say, uh-oh, I stepped on the bass player's leg. No show tonight. And a couple of people laughed. That was me trying to be entertaining. I think not only do we have to worry about aging rock stars, but now we have to worry about aging roadies. Maybe it's time to hire someone a little bit younger, Michael. Just putting it out there.